Hey guys, how's it going? My name is always and welcome back to Omnifactory. In the last episode, we went exploring, and I can get rid of that waypoint for now. We went exploring. There was a big cave over that direction, and we were headed looking for redstone. We also did some other minor quests like getting sticky resin from rubber trees and getting some drawers, our first frame drawer. I don't know if I'm going to stick with the frame drawers or not. Don't know about that yet. Eventually we will have a drawer system because storage is usually better with that. But yeah, we went in search of redstone, and have spent a good bit of time, probably about the last hour. Full disclosure, I'm recording this pretty much after the other episode, the last episode. So yeah, I've been playing this for a while. I am actually enjoying this series. I like the mining thing, and I do like GregTech. It's just it's hard to get into it, and it's usually bad to get into GregTech when you don't like IC2. So, oh well. But yeah, so I've been busy. One thing you might notice is this entire area is really cleaned up. So I have a little bit of a tree farm. I have a little bit of a rubber tree farm as well, which is actually doing pretty nicely. There was a planter here that I got rid of just because it was kind of ucky looking, and I faked the roads a little bit. I actually extended the road to our base as well. And eventually and slowly over time, I'm going to be like cleaning up as much of this stuff as I can. But this was the big project. I got a bunch of dirt. I have an actual dirt farm now, which is just I dug underneath the surface and dig out all the dirt that's underneath. It's off a ways that direction though. But we have a couple of different farms, and in fact one we can go ahead and potentially do something with. So we need what, 5 more? Perfect. 5 more melon seeds, and we can start growing melons. Eventually we will get soul sand and we can start growing netherwort, but we have pumpkins here. And I went to a swamp. There's a swamp, I think it's that way for a ways. Grabbed a bunch of lily pads, and we have our food farm, which has potatoes and carrots. Been growing these, and we're gonna just kind of slowly over time expand the farm. I got some coffee, I got some flax, our rice and our wheat, and then we're also gonna need canola. There's a handful of other things we're gonna be doing. I don't know how much of the coffee we're gonna actually be using, but why not grow it, because we can basically. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. I also went between last episode and this one back to the big cave in search of redstone ore. And the reason being is we didn't have enough redstone ore. Not by a long shot. So I actually got a bunch of new ores, which requires another chest. So we have chalcopyrite, redstone, cinnabar, ruby, zinc. There was some zinc over there. Cobalite, pendolite, garnerite, and lepidolite. I don't know how to say half of these. What else did I find? There was a copper vein. I managed to find a redstone vein. There was a copper vein next to it, and there was also a zinc vein near it. The redstone vein has cinnabar, redstone, and then all these weird gems, garnerite and pentolite, which that makes nickel. Okay, so it's just nickel. Cobalite, which makes cobalt, and all that kind of fun stuff. So I've been processing ores. I also picked up a bunch of coal ore. We have a good number of ores, to be honest. And I have well over a stack of redstone ore. So that means today we can actually start getting into some fun stuff. By the way, coffee, if you're not familiar, we can make a coffee maker eventually. Aluminum casing. They changed it's not an iron casing, it's an aluminum casing. I don't know how to find black quartz yet, though. That is a mystery to me. Void crystals, so we'd have to do all sorts of fanciness to get a coffee maker. And then what you can do is you can make basically potions with coffee. It's kind of cool. I don't know if there's anything else we can really use the coffee for. Methane, maybe culinary generators, obviously. So there's some things that we might be able to do. But this is my... okay, if you've never seen any of my series before, if this is the first series you're watching of mine, first of all, welcome. Hi. But if not, you probably know that I like to do chests. I usually keep a chest that's a to-do chest, and it's for the episode, things I prepare and whatnot. And that's what that chest is. So we're going to grab a bunch of redstone, because we're going to need a ton of redstone. 14 times 4. And then 32. So that much redstone, however much it is. And by the way, I also smelted up a bunch of copper and accidentally got a copper quest. So we're gonna go click that one and collect that one. We'll get some Omni nickels, which I did upgrade all of our stuff to higher tiers, just because. Just why not? We can convert it back, I do believe. Let's make sure of that before we do anything else. Yeah, we can convert it back down. So it's kind of whatever. But let's see. Where do I want to get started? I guess let's go ahead and get started with the quest we need to do, which is also that is... I don't really need to reload the quest book. I haven't updated. I don't plan on updating. Once I start a series, I don't like to update. But we need to make a bunch of things. Red alloy ingots and conductive iron. And so that's what this is all for. So we're going to take these guys. We're going to get our wrought iron mortar. And we're going to get some dust. And we're going to make sure that it detected those. And then we probably should do this in the actual, like, whatchamacallit, but I'm not going to. So 32 iron dust with 32 conductive, or 32 redstone makes conductive iron. And then 56 gives us the red alloy. And we should have those completed. Cool. And then we got to smelt these up. And while that's working, we're going to go do something else. So something we need to do is I want to make a satchel. And a satchel is going to be really important. By the way, this stuff I probably should do in the work tables. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it. So I want a satchel. Satchels are really nice. They do require leather and some wool. So we need to go find some cows. And there should be some cows somewhere nearby. There's a lot of things down here. There's a lot of horses. I don't believe we can get leather from horses. Don't believe so anyways. I would kill a horse and find out, but I don't really want to. That's kind of mean. But I do know that there are cows. I've seen cows. They might be over closer to, like, I wish I knew biomes. I wish I knew what biomes different things spawned in, but I don't. By the way, I should mention that we are going to be cleaning up this area quite a bit over time. I might have already mentioned this. Buildings like this one will probably end up destroying completely. You can make stone mining hammers, which aren't as good for mining, but really good for getting rid of stuff like this stone slab. So we just need a cow. You know, there's a bunch of things over here. I think it's all pigs, though. There is a ton of pigs in this area. There's also a lot of spawners. A lot of open spawners, too. So, I've done some exploring. Not that much, but a little bit. There's wolves. Wolves are never really a good sign because it means we can't get sheep very easily because they'll kill them. And yeah, I had to destroy one of these things. I don't actually know what those are, but you know, that was a trap. I remember that now. I've been here before. So yeah, there is definitely cows somewhere, but I don't know where. We're gonna look around for a little bit and see if we can't find some. There is an enchanting table there too. I probably should enchant some stuff soonish, but at the same time, I don't really care. I don't plan on dying, so that would be that'd be the only thing that we'd be really preventing, in a sense. Alright, so I believe there's some cows in the swamp. This is the swamp I went to, by the way. There are a ton of lily pads over here. Oh, hey, chickens. That's something else I haven't seen. We grab some eggs. We might be able to get our own chickens. Yeah, there is some cows. I do know that we can buy spawn eggs for the cows and chickens and sheep and pigs, which we might end up doing at some point. But for now, we only need 2 leather. I'm going to kill 1 more for a little bit more meat, I guess, since we didn't get any leather from them, and go back our way. So yeah, like I said earlier, at least again, I think I said, I don't remember what I said. I'll be honest. My dirt farm is right here, by the way. Looks inconspicuous, but you pop down here and it's hollow. So just to get a bunch of dirt, I needed a ton of dirt for fixing up that area, and there's not really a good way to get dirt. So the big cave that we found last time and went exploring last episode, there is actually a mine shaft down there, which is both good and bad. Mine shafts are nice because they expose a lot of the ore. Not that I really went through it, but they're also bad because cave spiders. Cave spiders are ucky. I don't like them. So I don't really want to go exploring down there. And there could be chests, but there could also be chests like everywhere else. So not that big of a deal. Also, I want this. That's canola. We're gonna want canola seeds for growing. So let's grab some of those. Whoops. And I don't really care about the canola itself, but at least not right now. But we are gonna need the seeds eventually. So let's go back to the base, and we should be able to start making, start getting into kind of more advanced stuff today. Some machines, maybe. I don't know quite. I don't really know much about this mod pack other than it's heavy on GregTech. So I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be getting into anytime soon. Like I don't know progression and all that fun stuff, but we'll find out. So let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for now, that'll be fine. I need 1 more seed here. And I have this fence and gate just so that we don't have any pigs or horses or anything stepping on our stuff. So that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and put plants away. I'm going to put the eggs in the mob drops. We're going to cook up the beef so that we can have some food. And there's those. So red alloy ingots, conductive iron ingots. Now we make those plates. And I guess we'll do plates in here. We're going to make 7 of these. And 16 of these. So there's that. Let's make sure it's completed. And then we need red alloy wire and conductive iron wire, which is just these guys like so. And we'll make the 7 of those. And the 16 of those. And that's the quest. Cool. We're going to get some more nickels, which is nice. And that's going to lead us into, we have cables. So basic cables, such as these, can be wrapped in rubber insulation by hand. Later on, you need an assembler and liquid rubber to form this. You can do it the easy way now. So we can make red alloy cables. Then there's also all of this stuff. So we will be making a lot of all of these. So yeah, we're gonna want to put these in the work table. But before we do, let's go ahead and make the satchel, because I want to be able to do stuff a little bit easier. So we put that away. With the 2 leather, we need 2 tin, I do believe. Satchel. So this is, yeah, 2 tin. We need 3 leather, really? And then we need a piece of wool, which we can get from string. I hope. Yes. So we just need 1 more piece of leather. So for the time being, let's put these in here. And put that stuff in there. I guess we're gonna take a walk again. Man. Let's see if there's anything else. So where have I explored? I've not really gone towards the forest taiga area. So we haven't really gone this way. Let's go this way and maybe we'll see some cool stuff. I almost said that tree. That building has trees growing on top of it. But we just need to find some more cows. You know what? Oh man, I don't want to do this. I'm not going to. I want to see if those horses are worthwhile keeping around. I think eventually they might be useful, but I sincerely doubt it. Alright, we gotta scale the wall. Whew. We go fast. And then really dark room. This has power still? Yes. So there's some chickens here. And I just want to kind of take a peek into this building for that. So we can get a bunch of cool stuff. And maybe, quick, grab the chest as well. Cool. We're going to do that a lot. We're just going to kind of peek into a building, grab what we can, and get out. That is a library. I'm going to mark that because that is really nice. Library. So that we could get like a ton of... This is a staircase. A ton of books. And I'm sure there's spawners in there. I don't know what type. So we're going to kind of stay away. But books are nice to have. There's a spawner over there. All these buildings really have spawners, so we do need to be careful. At the same time, like, free loot, easy loot, definitely worth it. So there are... Do we get anything really good? We got some more purple drink. That's good. Food is definitely our biggest problem right now, which is why I spent the time to make the big farm. Okay, I'm not seeing anything there. And if we go this general direction, there is an animal. It's a pig. Of course it is. So, hey, sheep. Not that we need sheep right now, because we have string, but sheep will be useful later. There's also something right there. What are you? 10. Oh, hey. Cool. We're going to mark this. 10. I don't want them off. On, rather. And plenty of sand. Sand is also nice. Sand can be kind of a pain to collect in mass, so having a desert or a beach or something is always good. I believe cows... Man, I wish I remember what biomes all the animals spawned in. But we're going to keep looking around for just a little bit. There is a really big building that direction, which is interesting. Over there. I guess it's 2 buildings. And I guess let's go this general direction. As you can see, sometimes the city doesn't like fully generate. It's not everywhere. There are a little bit of areas where there's a little bit of a break. Those are pigs. And that's nice. We can get out of the city in a sense. That looks like lignite coal. Alright, so let's start heading back. And I guess let's turn that back on. And then if we see anything, ooh, there's another copper. This is iron, copper. Yeah, iron and copper. I'm gonna mark that. So always good to mark the ore veins. Then as I kind of go through them and get rid of them, we can delete them and whatnot. But yeah, it's kind of fun to explore around. It's one of the things I like about the like infinitely spawning cities is there's plenty of loot to be had, like in here, and plenty of spawners, all that kind of fun stuff. But it's especially when, like, yeah, there's a bunch of sheep this way. I'll have to remember that. I'm gonna actually, I don't feel like taking them all the way back, but there might be ways. There was a skeleton that just spawned. Okay, I'm gonna mark over here. I think in the taiga, so lots of sheep. I use way too many marks for that kind of stuff. Mostly just because I always forget. Alright, so let's take what we can. I want the ender pearl over the bread. Over the wooden gears. I don't think we need those. We can always come back and get more stuff. But we need leather. And that is a little bit of a problem. So, I guess I'm going to have to go back to that swamp, which I don't really want to do, but at this point I'm not seeing much choice. Yep, more sheep. Lots of sheep over here, though. That is good to know. So I guess, what I should do, let's head back. There's also a lot of chickens over here. I wish I could remember what all spawns, like, where. But I don't, so, whoops. I think cows spawn in, like, plains and all that kind of stuff. But I haven't seen too many. I've seen mostly pigs. Because I believe we're in a plains biome. Also, is this just oil sands? Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of pigs. Not so much of anything else. And that's a little bit of a bummer. But keep going this way. Maybe we'll see something. And we'll head back home. Bunch of horses too. Hey, there's some cows. Let's go ahead and kill these cows. And get the little bit of leather we need. I'm going to eat the bread. And then we don't need the wheat. Okay. Now we can go home. We have 2 more leather. That should be enough for now, but just in case, we'll kill some more cows. I kind of dislike the mob drops and pop right directly into your inventory. Mostly just because I use that. That's how I know how much stuff I'm getting. But it's also kind of nice because I have to make multiple trips back and forth when I'm picking up stuff from mining, just because of... Oh, we're almost home. Cool. So the river's cows, not that far away. But I have to go back and forth a lot when I'm mining because of not being able to pick up stuff, which happens. But anyways, we should be able to start working on some new stuff, and more importantly, get the satchel. That is what I want. So let's go ahead and craft that first of all. And get that. That was kind of weird. Interesting interaction. So we'll drop a bunch of this stuff off. Ores. That's a plant. We have 10 already. So that goes in there. Tools and weapons. We're going to put that in there. Machine stuff. Okay. So we have a satchel. That is really nice. That is almost out of power. Oh, it's the ender that does that. Okay. Power 3. So yeah, these are basically the same. So I'm going to just swap those out. And yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to sleep. But then we should be able to start working on the substrate quests. So that is going to lead us into making, so this one, the electronic components. We can also make the steam dynamo. To make this guy, we're going to need iron furnace, 2 copper plates, wrought iron gear. Oh, that's going to be annoying. You'll need a small bit of silver for the dynamo. If you haven't found a galena vein, which is where silver is, then consider buying some using omnicoins. You won't need a ton of silver and lead just yet, so it won't bankrupt you. Okay, so that's kind of the point of the coins, is buy things that you don't necessarily need a lot of right now. That will help later. Also, we don't need the second bucket. Okay, so... Oh, hey, we can make that thing now. The block module. This thing is really good. So a good way to find a specific ore you're missing is the block module for the scanner. Right-click the block module against the ore you're searching for, and then put it inside the scanner and wander around scanning. Range is significantly longer than it is when using the modules to detect all ores. And this combo, you can combo this with buying ores if you're missing from the shop to act as a sample. So that is why I have this. These are my samples. If we want copper, we'll use the block module to get that. So let's take a look at how bad that is to make. It is a blank scannable. It requires the coded circuit boards and some gold wire. So that's not too bad. But we need the blank circuit board stuff. So let's get to this. Our coded circuit board. So this is spruce slabs, or any kind of wood slabs with sticky resin. That is pretty easy. So we're going to grab some planks. And I have a bunch of sticky resin. We're going to go to this one. So first thing we should probably make is slabs. And then we can do this. I need to put those in there and make some coded circuit boards. Vacuum tubes are the next thing. That's going to require paper, glass tubes, and copper wires, or yeah, we're going to use probably the copper wires. That's copper plate cut down. So I think I need to, I'll probably end up rearranging a lot of these eventually. So like one of these is going to be plates, one of them is going to be something else type of thing. But let's get some copper. We don't have, actually we do have a lot of copper. Right. I made a bunch. So we're not going to worry about making a recipe for this right now. So copper wires, that we might want to make a recipe for. So, let's do something like this. And we'll lock that one. So that's copper wire. We can make 3 of those. And then down here, so let's get these things remembered so we can do this a little bit easier. We need some coal dust. We're gonna need a lot of paper, it looks like. So sugarcane farm is probably a good idea. Did it say anything about that? Paper will work as a material for these for now. Okay, so not really, but we do have plenty of sugarcane growing. We're always going to have sugarcane growing. And yeah, I love putting lily pads on the water just because it makes it so much nicer. You don't fall in, you don't have items falling into the water. It's so nice. So we have a good bit of paper. Is this shapeless? It is. Good. So let's make a bunch of paper. And we're going to need more copper. Copper wires. We're also going to need some coal dust, it looked like, and glass tubes, which is just glass panes. So I don't believe I have any glass whatsoever. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. So let's worry about the resistor for now. So we're going to need some coal dust, which is just probably, if I had to wager a guess, probably coal crushed with the with this guy. And so do something like this. We can make resistors. And then we'll just make a bunch more plates and then wires. And the other thing we needed was the vacuum tube. So it's 3 of these, 2 pieces of paper, and then the glass. We should probably make the glass as well. We'll put this stuff in here for right now. So we need to go get some glass, which just means we need some sand. So let's grab our excavator. There's a little bit of sand right over here. So we're going to just grab this for now. And I need to find a good source of sand eventually. Also, I kind of want to get rid of a lot of this water. And we're going to get more seeds, carrot seeds it looks like, which is fine. Let's see, we need to break that. And then a bunch of those. I think it's just this one and this one. Okay, cool. Put you there. And we'll grab some more sand. So I need to find a better place for sand. I will probably demolish that planter as well. By the way, that's what I consider a planter. It's a stone encased thing where there's grass. Hence a planter. Let's go ahead and cook up. Let's do 18 for now. We'll put those away. We have some carrot seeds. We can go plant those. Alright. While we're waiting for the glass to cook, let's go work on our farm some more. So we have food. I just want a good source of food. And it looks like we're getting there with the rice, which is good. I like seeing all that. I guess we'll take the carrots too. And canola, I guess. The flax is the other one that we're going to want to... Those are canola seeds. I'm going to need to get more flax seeds. That's something I'm not entirely sure. I think that the flax will drop it eventually, but it might take some time. So we have enough glass for the glass panes. At least some. And then we're going to just put the glass panes in here. Glass tube, and then vacuum tube. Alright, so is that everything? We need 2 vacuum tubes, okay? Another glass tube. In fact, let's just make a bunch of those. And there's the second vacuum tube. So that should be everything. We'll get some nickels. And then from there we need cables. So for this we just need enough rubber for each of the other cables. So we're going to put this stuff in here for now. So 7 of these. And we need one more rubber sheet. So that shouldn't be too bad. Is it just with the normal hammer? I don't remember. Yes. Oh, right, we already had that. And then we can do this manually. That makes that. And then for our first circuit, we need 2 resistors, a coated board, 2 vacuum tubes, and we're going to need a wrought iron plate. Alright, there is just enough to make one. And all these mini components in place, it's time to merge them together to single circuit. Go ahead and make a primitive circuit. This is where the work table setups really shine, with the patterns encoded over mini work tables. You can batch craft circuits quickly. Be making a lot of these, so might as well invest the time to make it easier. That's why I'm going to probably clean this up. So we want the circuit. Oh man, which one is it? It's primitive. So we can do this. And we can make the first one. Cool. And just save that. So I will probably set up these guys to be a little bit more intelligent. But there we go. That is our first circuit. We can claim that reward. And then we can start looking at some other stuff. So now we can start looking at the drawer systems. And then also we need to get dynamos. We need to get power. And then obviously the block scanner would be really nice to have because we can get ores a little bit more easily. But I've been waypointing everything, so for now that's not a crucial thing. But this primitive circuit is used to make a bunch of things. We're gonna need a lot of them. We're gonna need a lot of them. Oh boy, we're gonna need a lot of them. And eventually, I believe a lot of the stuff we can make a little bit easier. So, for example, the assembler will make 12 resistors with fine copper wire and coal dust. Like there's better ways to make all this stuff, and we'll get to that point eventually. It's gonna take some time, but we'll get there, and then we can succeed hopefully at this mod pack. So that is going to be it for today's episode. Got a lot done. I need to really sit down and kind of decide, all right, what all are we gonna have remembered and whatnot. I think taking this one out would be good, and have all of the plates in one, and maybe I should label them. And then if they're not completely full, who cares? They're easy to make. They're pretty cheap. If you don't remember, the work tables are what? Chest, a book, and a crafting table. So really easy. Just some wood, and then looting some bookcases. So what we're going to do next time is we're going to start looking towards Probably, let's see, those are batteries. We'll get to that later. We're probably going to want to start working towards the steam dynamo, which does require a little bit of silver. We might be able to handle that. I think we have enough silver for that. And then just making everything nice and good. We need to upgrade our furnace. We have a lot of work to do, but we'll get there. And then from there, we'll continue working on and getting more stuff. So hopefully it won't be too bad. Silver furnaces. So iron furnaces are the basic one. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to kind of figure out what all we're going to get into next time. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!